Mufasa.
Hello, happy Friday, happy payday. It's Mufasa here again with another life lesson video. Today is day 4 out of 7 leading up to the big 2-1. Yesterday we talked about budgeting, how I can't do it, yet I can still give advice. Today we're going to talk about communication, primarily communication in relationships. I've had a lot of relationships, so I've learned a lot, and the one thing that always applies is you need to talk to each other. Now, back in the day when I was a pimp in middle school, it was just kind of like, ew, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, we're just going to chill and we're whatever. Once it starts getting into high school, you start getting serious, you know what I mean? You need to talk to each other, because especially in high school, a lot of drama goes on, a lot of emotional distress. You know, the typical high school crap. But that really doesn't count. Now, when you get to like 18 and over, you really got to talk to each other, because once you start getting into the real world problems come up. And one of the most important things to do is to be able to talk about them, especially when they're relationship problems. Now, my current girlfriend, Mackie, love you, honey. We have been friends since, I'd say, sophomore, junior year of high school. We have learned a lot about each other, and one thing that I am very happy to have with her is the ability to literally just talk about anything. If something's bothering her, she just says, listen, you're being an asshole. Or if something's bothering me, I say, listen, you need to reevaluate yourself. And it's great, because it's kind of different for us, because we have established that friendship, and we've gone most of relationships you just kind of jump into, and it's just like, do I bring this up? Is it okay if I bring this up? But if you establish the friendship first, it completely gets rid of that awkward wall. We are able to talk about so many things, from, hey, you know, I didn't like the tone that you were using when you were talking to me, all the way up to, listen, this is a serious life flaw of yours, and you need to change this if you want to keep this relationship going. It's so good to have somebody like that. But if you don't have somebody like that, you need to go into the relationship with honesty. And that's something that I've had to build up with Mackie, my dear. But once you get that honesty and trust formed, it's so much easier to communicate. But that's the thing, you have to communicate. It doesn't matter if you're able to, you have to do it. That's what keeps the nuclear blow-ups at bay. If you keep shit in, it builds up, builds up, builds up. You have a little argument, and then it explodes into, well, the other day when you were talking to that bitch, yeah, that, and you just, you know, it gets out of control. Communication is very important. And it doesn't even have to be problems. It could be, you know, how is your date going? You know, there's some people out there who have significant others that don't care, you know, or don't seem to care what's going on in the other one's life. I, for one, love to be asked, you know, how are you doing? How have you been? You know, how are you feeling today? Me and my girlfriend, we start off the day, good morning, and the first thing we ask each other is, how did you sleep? Oh, I slept all right. Oh, I didn't really sleep that much. And then that goes into, why didn't you sleep that much? Oh, well, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. Well, what have you been thinking about? And it grows, and it forms such a tight bond. It's very important. Also, you know, you could, in the middle of the day, hey, what do you got planned today? You have anything fun planned? I love being asked, hey, what are you doing today? Because sometimes, if I'm not doing anything, hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, you want to go mini golfing? Hey, you want to go to the bars? that will be in the future, obviously. But it's nice to be talked to, you know. If something happens in my life, I like to be congratulated. Not to sound, self-centered, but I like to talk about, okay, so I got Beast in the play, you know what I mean? So after auditions, or no, I tell her, hey, I got auditions today. I'll talk to you afterwards. And then after auditions, hey, hon, how you doing? She's like, oh, great. How'd you do? Blah, blah, blah. I did great. And then she knows that the next day, the casting list is up. And, I tell her, oh, my God, you won't believe this. I got Beast. And she's like, oh, yeah. She's very supportive. So with communication comes comfortability, comes support, and all of that other good stuff. So, I'm repeating myself, and I know this, but it's very important. You need to communicate in order to have a healthy relationship. People who don't communicate are just gliding through not happy, and it ends up being a crappy relationship. You know what I mean? So, starting off right from the beginning, you need to talk to each other. Whether it be good, whether it be not so good, whatever. You need to talk to each other. Especially if it's about the relationship. Problems need to be addressed so that they don't evolve. Blah, blah, blah. I'm very passionate about communication. That's why I'm getting so, you know what I mean? But on a little side note, I like to be a relationship guru. So if you ever need help, if any of you need any help approaching a situation, I've helped many people with methods of approaching a certain problem or situation. I'm usually good with words, so instead of saying, yo bitch, you're an asshole, I can kind of take the situation, think it over, analyze it, and then give you a, educated and not so intense response. Shoot me a line, shoot me a text, shoot me a message on Facebook. I would be glad to help. But like I said 500 times in this video, communication is the key. If you want a perfect relationship like me and my girlfriend, communication. That's literally the #1 thing. When somebody asks me, oh, how are things with Mackie? Oh, great. What makes him so great? We can talk to each other about anything. Take that home and chew on it. Alright? If you liked the video, shoot a like, shoot a comment, share, subscribe, do what you need to do, and share in the comments. Oh, you know what? No, not in the comments. Share some stories with me if you'd like. Message me. Send me a little inbox message, maybe on YouTube, maybe on Facebook, who knows. If you need help, ask, and I would be more than happy to help. That's what I do. That's why I'm here on this earth, to help people. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and stay beautiful.